9 on 26 means only 1 casualty point. And in fact, not even that, because there's no officer in there, and you're in a building, so no effect. Really? That really stinks. Yeah, because that 9 becomes an 11 on the 26. That was no effect. Wow. And not only that, but my
the law is gone.
Yep. Come on out of there. Come on.
I think they're crawling around on the floor in that building though, but
oh no, they're not even pinned down. I did absolutely nothing. That was disgusting. All right, that's it for that defensive fire. Let's see what else I can do. That's okay. Defensive fire is almost like free fire. Okay, I can take a shot here, but when I measure center to center, it's going to be scraping right by this building hex here in Echo 4. So that's going to be an additional +1 assessed against my vehicle.
Scraping along G3 as well.
Oh yeah, that's a really good call. That's absolutely right. That's going to be 2 more. So I may not even do that. That's going to be a total of +4. 2 for your building hex, 1 for that building hex, 1 for this tree hex. You have a -2 officer in there, which helps, and a lot more guns. 12, 14, and 8 is 22. Net add 2 to the die roll.
Doesn't cost anything to shoot.
No, because there's no spawning rules in this game, so technically no, it doesn't cost anything to shoot. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it because I'm not gonna kill that RPG squad. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a poke at this squad here with less penalties. So it's 22. I have to. It's gonna be a wash. The +2 for your woods equals the -2 for my officer. 12.
Yes.
Plus that's the 12 under the A, so it's 12. It's 12 because there's a 6.50 caliber in there and 2 more 3.30 caliber, so a total of 12. 12 plus 2 is 14, plus 5 for the half squad is 19, plus 3 for the FN mag is 22. So I'm on the same table, the same blue table, and this time I roll a 4 and a 2 becomes a 6. That's 4 casualty points assessed against that squad.
So that would leave the officer alone.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any other cagey ways you can do it. You can eliminate half a squad. Well, one option, you can eliminate half a squad. That's 2 points. You knock that 4 down to a 2. And then you can pin the half squad that's left. That's 3. And then pin the officer if you want.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I mean, yeah, he's pinned, but at least he's alive.
Yeah, all this game is casualty management. This whole group can fire straight up the road into that. And there's a lot of guys in there, and there's an officer too. So 6, 12, 17, 27, 29 at -1. Plus your +2. Now I'm on the yellow table. I have to add a net of +1. 2 for your building and 1 for my officer. And that's a 5 and a 1 become a 6, which becomes a 7. That is 5 casualty points against that group. This is why you wanted those extra squads in there. Oh
no. Yeah, I guess it's.
I think it's just going to be take care of those 2
Kill
squads.
2.
All right.
And then pin the last guy. Yeah, sorry about this sneezing.
No worries. It's a live stream. All is good. This guy has no line of sight on anybody. And that's going to be it for Israeli defensive fire. These guys are now unloaded, so they're going to be straight up. They're not dispersed or pinned. So I will only move the... that counts as 2, 3, 4. These guys don't have to move once they unload. And here's the crazy thing. Once they unload, that counts as their movement phase, which means they're not really going to fire. Like a lot of good war games, you do most of your firing, ironically, during the enemy's turn. Not really during your turn, because in your turn, you're moving. In most, I won't say none, but a lot of good war games will not allow you to move and fire in the same turn. Okay, so all my infantry have moved. My vehicles, do I want my vehicles to move at all? Dun, 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 dun. I know Rasmus wants to put an RPG in my helpless little Zeldas.
That's what the game is all about, isn't it?
I'm going to try to at least minimize that a little bit. Here's the problem, though. Once I start moving, boom, I'm now open to opportunity fire. Do you want to take opportunity fire against the Zelda that just moved? Basically, I'm just going to go ahead and start moving, and you tell me if to stop.
Yeah, stop.
Okay.
That was quick. We might as well fire the Delta 6 RPG.
RPG! Alrighty. Sweet. So we have some anti-tank fire with opportunity fire. Awesome. Also, when we get at least a little bit of this, because it's fun. Okay. Anti-tank weapons. Hit on an 8 or less. You are in range, because the range on that RP... I'm going to zoom in a little bit so people can see. Real quick, super fast. Jen, how's our echo? Hopefully none. My girlfriend, who's my sound editor, is like 10 feet behind me on the couch, and she's like giving me hand gestures to let me know things are okay. She's literally like right on my 6. I can't see you back there.
Oh, you just need the webcam pointing over your shoulder.
Actually, hold on. Yeah, there she is. Hi, Jen. Wave at the camera. There you go. Okay, so the RPG has a range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're easily in range. That 4 is its anti-personnel value. That's if you're shooting in at troops. So we're not using that. What we are going to use is that 8 to damage, or I'm sorry, to hit. Okay, there's a few modifiers in play. Number 1, that vehicle is in woods. It gets a +2 bonus. However, there's an officer in that hex to help out at -1, so you get to subtract 1 from your roll as well. So basically what you're looking at here is a 50-50 roll. Yes. 8 or less on 2d6. You add 2 to your roll, but subtract 1 from your roll for trees and for, or just to be a sportsman. Because what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to like get behind these bushes or whatever. You wait till he gets there, and now you can shoot at him without bushes. Is that legal? You know what? That's close enough. I don't know if it nicks that corner there or not. It's fine. I actually want to have something cool happen in the game, so...
7, so...
Oh, so it doesn't matter because you already hit. Okay, cool. So...
6 and 1, so...
That was what you needed to hit. Whether it was in the bushes or not. Alright, cool. So, that was the hard part. Now comes the easy part. Penetrating the armor of an M113 with with an RPG, which is a lot easier than hitting it. So, that RPG has a penetration value of D, or delta. That's the D there in the lower right-hand corner of the counter there. That's its anti-tank or its armor-piercing value. It's pretty good. Especially since a World War II Sherman has like a D. So, this thing's pretty good. So, it's a D, and it impacts against a M113's armor, which is a B or Bravo. So you cross-reference the D Delta armor anti-tank value versus the Bravo, and you end up with an 11. That's pretty easy. You have to roll an 11 or less on 2d6.
5 and a 1.
Boom! I can't say I'm surprised. RPGs do make a mess of
Vehicles.
vehicles pretty quick.
If you let them.
And that produces a casualty. For the crew. Alright. What else we got?
Well, the technical will fire as well. From the same row.
Oh my god! Enemy technical! Okay. He's got 6. He can, same roll, 6, and he has to add 2 for the woods.
Yeah. Forget it. Another 11.
Okay. Yeah, let me know if you ever roll a 12. Yeah, I mean, that's stuff happens when you roll a 12. Poor LSR 2590, poor Dylan. He rolled a 12, and my Israeli sniper just appeared out of nowhere. Some like ex-Mossad agent, and he killed like 10 people, and like that totally turned the game.
Yeah, okay. Remember one showing up in a Vietnam game as well.
Yeah. They don't happen often, but when they do, they're great.
I think that's it. Well, he might as well fire into the troops in Hotel 3.
Alright, that's the RPG
so he
team.
got 8. Yep.
Okay, that's a total of 8 points in there. He has to add 2 to his roll.
Oh, become a 5 with the added 2.
Okay.
2 and a 1.
So that's a good roll. That becomes a 3 casualty points. Okay. That's removing 2. That's 2 casualty points there at the end of the counter. Last number on the counter. And the 3rd casualty point is accounted for by my pinning that half squad that's left in there. Alright, so he's dashing out. Talk about something out of a movie. He sees that APC blow up behind him. He bails out of his APC. He runs back into open cover, into the open to take care of that casualty. He needs cover. Here comes this half squad that Lieutenant Armichai sends out there after him. So that's going to conclude my advance and assault phase. I now go to my after action phase, which is every medic who's stacked with a casualty automatically evacuates that casualty. So he's evacuated. He's evacuated. Now I'm going to try to rally, pin down guy. I only have 1 pinned unit here. There's no officer in there, and I'm not elite, so I have to roll a 6 or less on 2d6. I roll an 8. He remains pinned. And that's going to conclude my after action phase.
The same one will get the 50 cal from the technical.
Bring it.
Something.
6, add 2.
Yeah. With the added 2, it becomes an 11.
Okay.
So, no need to worry too much about that.
Up, and we keep forgetting civilians. Civilians move first. All right, real quick. Only one. The guy on the far right is, the far left is moving, and he is moving into that objective hex for some reason. Okay. He
Walk into the middle of a firefight.
He left something out there. That's why it's an objective hex. Yeah, he literally just walked. You know what? That's interesting, because you know what he just did? He just blocked line of fire for me.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see
that's
that?
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, again, it's always center to center, and it goes right down that hex spine. It blocked line of fire for me. It did not block line of fire for you.
Because I don't really care about civilians.
Yeah. At least not this far north. We went into this a little bit in the episode. Further to the south, you have Palestinians or former Palestinians in all these Palestinian camps. like when I was playing with LSR, we were playing double civilian rules. No one was allowed to shoot into a civilian hex. Because these villages that we're playing in are literally the Palestinian refugee camps that these Palestinian insurgents live in. They might well know those civilians. Further north, you're into the, they don't call it that yet, but you're into what's going to become the Hezbollah. And this is mostly Shia and Iranian influenced extremists. They give no shits about civilians. Okay, so I have, let me do the vehicle first. I have a total of 12. I have to add 2 to the roll. Get the extra dice out of the box so I don't misread them. A 4 becomes a 6 on 12. 2 casualty points. It's going to either be the, it really has to be the squad.
Pin.
Oh, hey, you can actually pin 2.
Pin both of them.
Yeah, you can do that. Awesome. Okay, now the infantry will fire. That is a grand total of 10, right? Yes. I get to subtract 2 from my roll. So this is a smaller but more accurate burst. I'm on the 5 to 10 row, and I'm subtracting nothing. And I roll a 12! Palestinian sniper! Oh no! I just lost the game. That's okay. Alright, so immediately a Palestinian sniper arrives because I rolled boxcars on an anti-personnel firepower check. So this is fun. Enjoy the moment. Now, the sniper pretty much steps out of a parallel universe and he gets to appear, he has to be undercover somewhere and he has to have a line of sight with the guy that just blew the roll. So he has to have line of sight on Golf 2. He has to be within 6 hexes of Golf 2. He has to be under some kind of cover. He can't just appear in the middle of a field. So let me zoom out. And he can be, obviously he can't be in the hex. But he can be, there's not a whole lot of choices actually. He can be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, yeah, there are a few choices. He can be there. He can technically be there.
He could
be there, or he could even be there if you really wanted to be crazy.
Yeah, and if we look further down, is there any trees down there?
There is, but he has no line of sight because he's shooting over top of the hill. Yeah. He could show up here, but now he doesn't have line of sight. And these hexes are all occupied.
Yep, so I think the
those look like your 4 choices. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I think B1 is probably the most interesting choice.
Okay. Alright. Make an immediate sniper attack. Sniper attack is a D6 minus the cover bonus of my hex, which is 2. So you want to roll as high as you can, and that number is just automatic casualty points.
5.
5 becomes a 3, so I have to take 3 casualty points right off the bat.
Shoot for the officers. That's how we like it.
You just popped them, yeah. Group to front. No, go to front. There you go. Okay. Any other defensive fire genius? Oh,
yeah,
God.
If you continue that way, then...
All right. Okay, so command phase. All Israeli units automatically rally. All 1 of them. And now I'm going to call in my support assets. Oh, it's true. Trust me, after the turn I've been having, it's time to call in some support.
Yeah.
Anything that an unpinned officer can see.
I'm very glad you captain went down.
Yeah. Oh shit, that was my company commander too. Holy crap. Yeah, that damn sniper. Nice thing
It's
about
the
Valor.
command squad over there.
Yep.
Can he see that through the civilians?
Oh yeah, he just can't shoot through the civilian hex.
Okay.
The civilians don't block his line of sight.
They
Now,
just block his target fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let's go ahead and resolve these. All right, mortar strikes land on a 1 through a 4. And if they fail the 1 through a 4 on a 1d6, they have a potential to drift. So the first one lands on a 3. It lands right where it's supposed to. Sweet. Second one. 5. It drifts 1 hex. And that is number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It lands there. Helicopter strike.
Good thing it.
Is
Good
more
thing it wasn't on top of the civilian.
Yeah, that was a risk. Because that can happen, and that's not good. Helicopters are on 1 through a 5. They're more accurate. Okay, that helicopter strike is going to land where it's supposed to. And last but not least, this strike over here, 4 lands where it's supposed to. Awesome. Okay, this one lands here, and there's nothing in there for it to affect, so that artillery mission is kind of wasted. Doesn't do anything. Okay, mortar strikes against vehicles. God, I totally forget how this even works. Okay.
You want to do the helicopter first, then?
Yeah, the helicopter I have rules for. I had to make them up because there were no helicopters in World War II. But okay, helicopters can. Those are different kind of helicopters. Sorry. Modern airstrikes, helicopter strikes. There we go. 2 strike hexes instead of 3. They roll on a 1 through a 5, not a 6. All right. Rockets. 2 anti-personnel firepower strikes are rolled. They both affect the same hex. Anti-tank guided weapons as aircraft above. They hit on a 10 or less, subject to cover modifiers. There's no cover for that technical. It throws a tow missile into that truck and rolls a 5. That truck is toast. That was probably kind of a waste, but it made me feel better. In fact,
Yeah, the tow missile cost more than the
truck did. Okay, last but not least, light barrage lands on those guys in the woods. I have to add 2 to the roll, but I am on the nice big chunky yellow table. So, okay, there we go. A 1 and a 4 becomes a 5, which becomes a 7 because of your woods. 4 casualty points. They're already pinned, so there's only 3 there, so they're basically killed.
They're toast.
Awesome. Finally, something happened. And that's it for my support, I'm sorry to say.